Hey everybody, this is Leetcode SQL question. This is question 182, duplicate emails. I'll be using Postgres as my SQL dialect here. Now let's just read the question. So we have a person table which has two columns, which is an ID and an email. And ID is the primary key, and we have an email which contains emails of a user or a person, and the emails they have given a condition that it will not contain uppercase letters, so that's safe. We do not have to kind of maybe run a check if it's lowercase or uppercase, or we do not even have to convert if some letters in uppercase to lowercase. So they're asking us to write a solution to report all the duplicate emails, and it's guaranteed that the email field is not null, so we do not have to take care of any special scenarios there. Return the result table in any order, so that's easy enough. And the result format in the following example. So we have a person table, and we see that @b.com is a duplicate email, and that is returned here. So if you look at this, right, it's an extremely easy question. So we have one table person, and we just need to return one column. So if we kind of run through the idea here, we have select email. We're going to say as email here maybe. And from what table do we want to fetch this from? From the person table. And let's just try to understand what is the missing pieces here, right? So if we look at this, we kind of need the count, right? Or we need to kind of make the email as the key, and we need all the emails with having a count greater than one, right? And so to make a specific field or a key a column, uh, to make a column a key, we can just say group by that column, and I can say group by email. And to get all the emails which has a count greater than one, or for each email that has a count greater than one, we can do group by email and use the having clause where we can say having, let's say, email count of email greater than one, right? And this kind of makes an easy solution. Let's just try and run this and see if there are any errors. And the test case has been accepted. Let's just submit this. And that's been accepted. Let's just write one more solution. Just it's almost kind of it's the intuition is practically the same. The idea is in case if you're asked in some interview with some additional constraint stuff, you can always move the logic of creating an email and getting the count to a different table, and or maybe a subtable, and then and use that table to kind of run the key. So say I'll just remove this here and say if I were to construct a table called email, and let's say the count, or let's say ct, let's say email count, right? That's much better. Email count, and then let's say for example I've got @b.com, and let's say I've got 2 as the value here, and that would be, now I just need to fetch from this table here. So select star, or let's say email from subtable where email count greater than 2. Now all I need to do is just construct this subtable, and I could do this using ACTE. So I'm gonna say with subtable as, and then create this table, right? So I can say select email from email, and I'm gonna say select, I'm gonna say count as, let's say count of email as email count, right? And I'm gonna say group by email here, and this should essentially work, right? The whole idea of creating a subtable is in case the question is somewhat kind of there are more filtering clauses, this kind of creates a subtable, and then you can just run the main query here, right? So it kind of makes the query look much easier. And let's just run this. I'm sorry, this would be greater than 1. And let's say we got an error here from, okay, the table name is person, not email. And let's just run that. And that's accepted. If we submit the solution, ideally it should work. And there you go, submission, like it just works, right? Now that's it, we've got 2 solutions. Now you have to only use this, or I don't even recommend using it. The idea is just like, hey, there are multiple ways to solve this. Thank you for watching.